Some celebrities hate paparazzi so much that they have lost control in public. From throwing punches to smashing cameras, their anger has led to shocking moments. Some snap, some fight back, and others make sure the world sees their frustration.
Kanye, any worse for Kanye, man? Would you? All right. Hey, leave me alone, man. Let's go.
Here are 20 times celebrities clashed with paparazzi in ways no one saw coming. Björk pulls hair of reporter in shocking airport outburst. At airport in 1996, Björk attacked a reporter who had allegedly stalked her for a week. Björk arrived at Don Mueang Airport in Bangkok after a long flight. She was traveling with her young son and seemed tired. Reporters were waiting, ready to capture her arrival. One reporter, Julie Kaufman, had been following her for days. As Björk walked through the airport, Kaufman greeted her with a simple, "Welcome to Bangkok." Without warning, Björk snapped. She rushed at Kaufman, grabbed her hair, and pulled her down. The reporter fell to the ground as Björk continued to hit her. Security quickly stepped in, separating them.
The British-born journalist was more stunned than injured.
Team of Björk led her away, but the shocking moment had already been caught on camera. Mike Tyson beating up paparazzi because he was following him all the time. When Mike Tyson was young, he had little patience for those who invaded his space. This was clear when he lost his temper with a photographer at an airport. Tyson was walking with his security team when he noticed someone following. He turned and saw a photographer filming him. His face changed, showing frustration. The security team warned the man to step back, but Tyson was already moving toward him. The photographer, realizing the danger, quickly tried to walk away. Tyson caught up with him in seconds. The video did not show what happened next, but the tension was clear. The former heavyweight champion was furious, and no one wanted to face his wrath. James Gandolfini confronts paparazzi on Halloween night. James Gandolfini wanted a quiet night with his son, taking him trick-or-treating like any other parent. But photographers had other plans. They followed him, trying to get pictures.
Trick or treat.
At first, he stayed calm and asked them to stop. He did not want cameras around while spending time with his child. But the paparazzi did not listen. They kept filming and taking pictures, ignoring his request. His frustration grew with every step. After several warnings, he could not take it anymore. He turned toward the cameraman, his voice louder and full of anger.
Wait for me. You understand me? Yeah. Just relax. Stop. I'm gonna break your fucking face. Get away from my son.
His face showed just how upset he was. He walked forward, making it clear that he had enough. The tension in the air was strong. Finally, the paparazzi seemed to realize they had gone too far. Chris Martin confronts paparazzi outside hospital. In 2008, Chris Martin had a tense encounter with a photographer outside a hospital in New York. He had just been with Gwyneth Paltrow at the medical center, and as they were leaving, a paparazzo made a comment. The photographer said, "Congratulations, Chris," which immediately irritated him. Chris stopped and shouted back, "Show some respect."
Listen, man, you gotta have some respect.
His frustration was clear as he walked toward the photographer. Without warning, he grabbed the man and shoved him to the ground.
Fuck out of here, man. Have some fucking respect. Jesus. Have some respect.
In the heat of the moment, he even snatched the camera of photographer. As Chris turned to leave, the photographer got up, clearly shaken, and angrily shouted, "What is wrong with you?"
You give it back to him or this door's getting broken. Give the camera back to him.
Though still upset, Chris did not respond. He got into his car and left. Shia LaBeouf throws coffee at photographer. Shia LaBeouf was sitting at an outdoor cafe trying to enjoy a quiet break from filming. He was reading a book, dressed in a red t-shirt, jeans, and black sunglasses. Everything seemed normal until a paparazzo appeared. The man stood nearby, camera ready, snapping pictures without hesitation. LaBouffe noticed and grew irritated. He gathered his things, picked up his coffee, and walked toward the man. The photographer, sensing trouble, tried to step back, but LaBouffe was quick. Without stopping, he threw the hot coffee straight at the back of man. The dark liquid stained the shirt of photographer as he flinched in shock. Before the man could react, LaBouffe turned and ran in the opposite direction. He did not stop or look back. Chappelle Roan fires back with strong language at MTV VMAs 2024. Chappelle Roan did not hold back when a photographer insulted her at the MTV Video Music Awards red carpet. As she was posing for pictures, someone in the crowd yelled offensive words at her. Without hesitation, she turned around and shouted back, making sure everyone heard her response. She did not try to stay polite. She used strong, abusive language. Telling the photographer to be quiet in the same harsh way he spoke to her. Later, in an interview, Roan admitted that the situation got to her. She explained that the constant yelling from photographers made her anxious, and she reacted in the moment. She also said she was struggling with the fast pace of her career, which added to her emotions that night. Quentin Tarantino confronts a cameraman at Sundance. Quentin Tarantino had just stepped out of a coffee shop during the Sundance Film Festival in 2008 when he saw a cameraman standing outside, waiting with a camera pointed at him.
What's going on here?
How's it going, man? How are you?
What's going on here?
The filmmaker looked annoyed as he walked past, but the cameraman kept following him, recording every move. Tarantino suddenly stopped and turned to face the cameraman. His frustration was clear as he asked, "What is going on here?" But the cameraman stayed silent, still filming.
Go.
What?
Hit me. Go.
Oh,
Go.
shut
Go
up.
for it. Go for it.
No.
Anger of Tarantino grew, and he raised his hand, slapping the camera hard.
Just for the...
What are you doing?
Hey, don't do that,
Don't do that again.
His voice became louder and abusive as he told the man to stop and warned him not to push further. But the cameraman did not back off. Instead, he kept provoking Tarantino, refusing to put the camera down. Tarantino stood there, looking like he wanted to do more, but after a few seconds, he stepped away, shaking his head. Alec Baldwin reacts to paparazzi confrontation. Alec Baldwin was inside a coffee shop in New York City when a paparazzi approached him with a camera. The person behind the lens suddenly asked Baldwin to say the phrase "Free Palestine" out loud. The actor, who was clearly not in the mood for any confrontations, ignored the request and continued with what he was doing. However, the paparazzi did not stop there. The next comment was about a tragic incident that had happened in 2021 on the set of the film Rust. The person accused Baldwin of being responsible for death of a woman and avoiding any real punishment. At that moment, patience of Baldwin appeared to run out. He was seen pushing the camera away and getting into a heated exchange with the individual. New York City police were present at the scene, escorting him away from the situation. Kid Cudi gets angry at paparazzi over Kanye West question. Kid Cudi was leaving the Super Bowl in California with his security team. Paparazzi followed him closely, trying to get his attention.
Cudi, what's up, man?
One photographer called out to him. Cudi looked upset and told the man to stop following him. He warned him to keep walking and not bother him. But the photographer did not listen. Instead, he asked about Kanye West. This made Cudi angry. He quickly turned and moved toward the man. The photographer got scared and asked him to stop.
Would you? All right.
Cootie did not take it further. His security pulled him away. He told the paparazzo to leave him alone. Kanye West confronts paparazzi outside his home. Early in the morning, around 4 a.m., Kanye West stepped outside his home in Los Angeles, only to find a group of paparazzi waiting for him. Cameras flashed, and questions were thrown his way.
How's it going, Kanye?
Don't say anything to me, man.
At first, he ignored them, but one photographer was especially persistent, refusing to stop.
Relax now.
Come on.
Frustration of Kanye grew as he told them to stop talking to him. His voice became louder when the same paparazzo kept pushing for answers. Clearly upset, he compared them to annoying insects that refused to leave him alone.
You know we like you.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
left the-
It's 4 a.m., you blood-sucking mosquito.
You left the...
He called them blood-sucking pests and demanded that they stop bothering him at such an early hour. Even as he made his way to his car, the questions did not stop. Before getting in, he turned to the group once more and told them to find a real job, one that actually required respect. With that, he got into the vehicle with Kim Kardashian and drove away, leaving the paparazzi behind. Kanye West clashes with paparazzi at the airport. In another video, Kanye West was seen losing his patience with paparazzi once again. This time, at the Los Angeles airport, a group of photographers gathered, eager to get a reaction from Kanye West. As he walked through the crowd, one paparazzo, Daniel Ramos, shouted his name, trying to get his attention. He kept asking why Kanye refused to talk.
No, come on, Kanye, be cool, man. I mean, what's going on? Why can't we talk to you?
Kanye, clearly annoyed, told the photographer not to speak to him. He accused him of trying to provoke a reaction, suggesting that if he responded aggressively, he would have to pay a large fine. The paparazzo, insisting he did not want to fight, kept pressing for an answer. Tension grew until Kanye lost patience. He suddenly rushed at the photographer, grabbing for his camera.
No.
A struggle followed, lasting several seconds before Kanye stepped back. Sean Penn kicks photographer. Sean Penn was walking in Brentwood, California, when he saw a photographer taking pictures of him. He looked angry and walked straight toward the man. The photographer did not back away. Suddenly, Penn kicked him. The photographer tried to hold onto his camera. Penn kicked again. The third kick made the man lose balance. Then, Penn kicked a fourth time. This time, the camera slipped from the hands of man and broke on the ground. Pieces of it scattered everywhere. Penn then turned and walked away. But he did not know someone was watching. A person sitting in a car nearby had recorded everything in secret. Ayo Edebiri shuts down. Question about Jeremy Allen White. At the 2024 Golden Globes, Ayo Edebiri was answering questions on the red carpet. An interviewer from Access Hollywood brought up her show, The Bear. Then, the conversation shifted to her co-star, Jeremy Allen White. The interviewer mentioned his viral Calvin Klein photo shoot, hoping for a reaction. Ayo stayed professional and did not encourage the topic.
Put that away. I'm happy for him. That's my boy, you know what I mean?
She quickly responded, telling Jeremy to put that away in a light-hearted way. She then said she was happy for him. However, she made it clear that he was just her co-worker.
I do feel like I want people to understand he's my coworker.
Justin Bieber shuts down paparazzo with harsh words. Justin Bieber was walking when a paparazzo started calling out to him, asking one question after another. At first, he kept moving, trying to ignore them.
What was the deal with that guy the other day at the game?
But the questions did not stop. One of them was about whether he would perform at an event for Donald Trump. That question made him stop. His face showed clear frustration as he turned toward the paparazzo. Without hiding his annoyance, he questioned why such meaningless things were always asked. His tone was sharp, showing he had no patience left. The paparazzo tried to explain, but Justin dismissed it, making it clear that the questions did not make any sense. Even then, the paparazzo did not stop and started asking about Kanye West.
I just want to know, did Kanye influence the whole not talking thing? I know that was his move a couple years ago.
Justin seemed even more irritated. After a moment, he gave a harsh response, commenting on how the paparazzo face showed insecurity.
Asking the dumb questions that you're asking.
Well, thank you for pointing that out.
Without saying anything more, Justin shook his head and walked away, ending the conversation. Justin Bieber loses his patience with paparazzi. In another video during his UK tour, Justin Bieber faced yet another tense moment with photographers. After leaving his London hotel, he quickly got into a waiting vehicle, trying to avoid the crowd. However, something a photographer said seemed to anger him.
You gotta move out the way, man. You gotta move out the way.
Suddenly, he jumped out of the car, visibly upset. He looked straight at the photographer and demanded to know what had been said. His voice grew louder as he shouted, adding strong words of frustration. Security quickly stepped in, holding him back before the situation got worse.
What the fuck you say?
You heard what I said, man.
What'd you say?
You heard what I fucking said.
But Bieber did not stop. He lunged forward, knocking the camera aside. His security team had to drag him back into the car, forcing him to leave the scene. Becky G overwhelmed by paparazzi at Mexico City Airport. Becky G faced a difficult moment at Mexico City International Airport when a large group of paparazzi and fans surrounded her. As soon as she walked out, cameras started flashing, and people began shouting her name. The crowd quickly grew, making it hard for her to move. The situation became dangerous as some people pushed forward, trying to get closer. Paparazzi held their cameras high, blocking her path, while others accidentally bumped into each other. Some even tripped and fell in the rush. Becky G looked uncomfortable, trying to stay calm while being trapped in the middle of the chaos. Her security team reacted fast, stepping in to protect her. They guided her away from the crowd, making sure she was safe. However, the experience clearly affected her. Later, she spoke about it on social media, saying she felt unsafe and needed personal space. Andrew Scott shuts down awkward questioning. At the BAFTAs, Andrew Scott stood on the red carpet, answering questions about his film, All of Us Strangers. A BBC reporter started with casual talk about the movie and its success. Scott responded with his usual charm, keeping things light. But the conversation quickly took an uncomfortable turn. The reporter shifted the focus to Saltburn and the now famous scene of Barry Keoghan. He asked Scott what he thought about the bold performance of Keoghan. Scott, still smiling, gave a short response, trying to move on. But the reporter did not stop there. He brought up whether Keoghan had used a prosthetic in the scene, then asked Scott, "How well do you know him?" The expression of Scott changed slightly. The question seemed to catch him off guard. He kept his composure, smiled, and waved his hand dismissively. Without saying another word, he walked away, making it clear he was done with the conversation. Britney Spears snaps at paparazzi. In 2007, Britney Spears was facing intense media pressure. Just days after leaving a rehab clinic, she made headlines by shaving her head in a shocking moment that left the public stunned. The paparazzi followed her every move, desperate for more photos. One night, she pulled up at a petrol station in California, hoping for a moment of peace. But there was none. A swarm of photographers surrounded the car, their cameras flashing non-stop. She sat in the passenger seat, trapped as the cameras kept clicking. The pressure built up until she could not take it anymore. Suddenly, she jumped out of the car, grabbed a green umbrella, and swung it at a Ford Explorer of photographer. The loud thud echoed as she hit the vehicle repeatedly. The flashes did not stop. Instead, they captured every moment of her breakdown. The umbrella attack became infamous, with the object later auctioned for $50,000. Ashton Kutcher confronts paparazzi at airport. In 2015, Ashton Kutcher had a tense moment with paparazzi at Los Angeles International Airport. As he walked through the terminal, photographers surrounded him. They asked many questions about his daughter. At first, he ignored them and tried to keep walking.
Hey, how you doing? You guys getting married?
One photographer kept asking if he and his partner were getting married. Kutcher did not answer. The photographer pushed him more, telling him to look at the camera. Finally, Kutcher stopped and told him not to touch him.
I'm not touching you.
I will sue you.
Excuse me?
I will sue you.
Relax. Relax.
The photographer said he had not touched him. Kutcher, now frustrated, warned him to step back. The photographer said he had done nothing wrong, but Kutcher said he was being harassed. The photographer kept talking, but Kutcher made it clear that he wanted him to stop. Kutcher told the photographer that this was not okay. He then walked away, fed up with the whole situation. Hugh Grant arrested for throwing baked beans at photographer. There was no real footage of the incident, but reports claimed that Hugh Grant had a heated encounter with photographer Ian Whitaker near his home in West London. The incident reportedly happened early in the morning. Whitaker was in the area, trying to take pictures of the former partner of Grant, Liz Hurley. According to witnesses, Grant became angry when he noticed Whitaker following him. The situation quickly escalated. Reports stated that Grant kicked the photographer 3 times and then kneed him in the groin. As Whitaker struggled to react, Grant grabbed a large tub of baked beans and threw it at him. The photographer was left bruised and covered in food. Whitaker later claimed that Grant also made cruel remarks, though Grant denied saying them. The police arrested a 46-year-old man in connection with the assault, later releasing him on bail.